Welcome back, folks, to Final Fantasy XI. That's weird. It normally unmutes itself when I hit that button, but apparently not today. Anyway, we have a long list of places to go and things to do. Long list. We may or may not get to the nation quests. And this may or may not be shorter than the other streams. Because on my way home from work, which, by the way, is what I do before we stream, as I was on my fairly decently long drive, I could already feel that my voice was a bit my throat was a little overstressed. Probably from Saturday. Because we had a decent amount of voice work done on Saturday. Specifically because Final Fantasy XI. And, it's like, we'll see how far we can get. If it proves to be a bit much, we'll call it short. As much as I don't want to. But anyway, where we left off last time was, we entered Matilda Downs. Well, people started to forget Lilizette and us. Well, fortunately, Portia and Mayakov both remembered. Which is great. But we entered Matilda Downs, found the one Cait Sith, who's been behind all this now. At least that's how I pronounce it. I don't know how you pronounce it. AOI. I just pronounce it now. And there's a traitor in the Cait Sith's midst. That's that I can use my words. And we were tracked with tagging the remaining Siths. Because at H10? Ah, that's the one. Anyway. And there was a bunch of mini-games we had to do between A and B. Well, we'll see how many of those. We've gone and done exactly as you asked. Splendid! Did you happen to notice any single Cait being particularly suspicious? The potential culprit? Couldn't tell the difference. I've always looked upon your entire litter with suspicion, to be honest. Oh, is that so? Oh, well, never mind it then. Forget about it. Let's turn our attention to the current doings of each Cait. Well, they seem to be doing cat things. Letting them lounge around like that, you'd be fooled into thinking nothing is wrong in the world. Jeez, are you lot actually here to do any work? Yeah, such is the three-spirited nature of the Caits. A lifestyle to envy. None of them seem to be venturing from their posts. Have a thought. While we await the movement of my counterparts, I shall impart to you the story of my regal kindred and I. As a way of showing my appreciation for the trust you placed in me. A gesture of gratitude. Huh? Listen well. You're bound to learn something of value. Interesting little tidbits. Rumble. You came here from the Vandiel of the future, the year 884 to be precise, by way of the cavernous Mars. Upon our meeting, I beseeched you to assist us in reducing the tears of this era, alleviating the pains of war. In other words, help us guide the world along the path to peace and prosperity for the children of Altana. But were we all of thus deceived? We share the same goal. I'm here because I want a better future. The future to be a better place. And to say, Father. Yes, we know your mission well. Continuing the story, a long time ago, was it the distant future, far beyond the horizon of time? There was a beneficent soul possessed of boundless love and compassion. She lamented the suffering of the Great War and the dark future it might entail. The intensity of her grief was such that the land is said to have trembled. When the harbinger cometh, the champions of dawn shall descend. With wings divine and radiance blessed, the eternal night is end. Weeping for those whose lives were lost, she wished thus. What if the pain of the Great War could be lessened? What if the champions of dawn, who wield the light, had come to guide the course of this age of strife? That no suffering need be endured, and peace would reign across the land. This was her wish. The Vandiel might tread a brighter path to the future. Ensuring that these events unfolded as and when they should, and that things are put where they belong. This is the mission for which we Caits have been entrusted. The purpose of our existence. You mean? Yeah. Ah. Cait Sith is on the move. Was it headed? Somewhere in the glacier? It is imperative that we learn the destination. We must hurry. Cannot delay. Wait. There's one thing I'd like to know first. And what is it? The beneficent soul of which you spoke. The one who lamented the suffering of the Great War. Who is she? Why, that would be she who watches eternal over Vanadiel. The Dawn Goddess, Altana. Huh? My kindred and I, you see, were born from the tears shed by the goddess, the manifestation of her grief. Goddess herself? That sure is a lot to swallow. Rachnios, now we know the true significance of the events unfolding around us. Looks like it's time again for Future Fabulous to put its nose to the grindstone.
Oh yeah!
Now the question is, where could that Cait Sith have gone? Once again, the game makes no inkling at all other than it's somewhere on this glacier. And with no actual in-game minimap, I can't imagine having to wander around just randomly trying to target any of the unseen unseen locations. Like, that would be maddening. Of course, you could also at that point have gone onto the forums and posted there, and hopefully someone else had done that infuriating work for you and told you where. But they could also just be a troll. Oh, it's up another level. My bad. Up one more level. It's actually, like, right over here. Yep, there it is. Did you see that briefly green over there? There it is. That's where we need to be. Also, without the wiki, I applaud the people who had the patience to play this when it was new. I don't have that kind of patience. Not anymore. Not with the sheer number of games I have to play. But could be said, and I'll say this. Coming at this game now, you need these types of things such as the wiki to really churn through the content that's there in order to get to anything. Especially if you're trying to get through the story. This is the only way to do it. But back in the day when this was all you had for months, okay, I could see that being less of a concern. And when you had more time. And that's half the reason the MMO genre has gone the way it has, is people have less time. Those of us who grew up on MMOs have even less time than we did. Ah, crap. I didn't notice that said a cutscene. I thought it was going to summon the NMs right away. That determined face. There! That outfit reminds me of the two we encountered at Laval. Another one of those spite wardens? That over there. It couldn't be. Scythier? But why? Of all the Cait, why did it have to be him? You were such a good lad. So much promise. Shh. Keep it down. They're discussing something.
Gotta locate and secure the matron. Sooner's the better. Time's about to run out.
Something monumental will take place soon at Zarkabard, yes? Any moment now?
Yeah, Lady Lilith's sure of it.
Let me furnish you with a word of warning. Offer friendly advice. Slow, absent-minded, and clumsy now may be, but her tenacity brings a class of its own, completely without rival.
What's an ordinary cat gonna do? You give your peer far too much credit. victory. My stock is of the highest pedigree.
Fool! Can't you pick a better time to be delicate?
Huh?
Hi.
Speak of the devil. It's been a while, Nelly. And who have you got with you, What's the cat dragged in? A ragtag bag of second-rate adventurers? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say the champions of dawn. Hold your tongue. Listen to me, Nelly. Step back and take a full view of the playing board, and you'll realize the poor position your side is in. Between a rock and a hard place. It's plain to see who will prevail. Is this the dancer lass Hodrell was speaking of? The one wearing the feathered ornament? So which one is it? Despicable brute! Brutish beast! You deceived Scyther! Huh? Because of you. Absolutely unforgivable. Must be made to pay. Yeah, that's good. Burn, cat. Burn your anger and hatred. For these are the things that give birth to conflict. And conflict is what'll grant victory to me and my comrades. We've no use for the other two. Finish them.
Now, let us summon some useful trusts. Valenio. Joshim. Korumaru. Cherukiki. And for the fun of it, let's throw down a Najasalahim. I miss getting yelled at from that one. I miss her yelling at me a little bit. Now, yes, they all get summoned, all 5 of them, despite only being 3 in the cutscene. But we really only have to kill the count here if I can get around to closing the distance. Things are taking a little bit longer to kill than what they were in Treasures. But that's merely because this one was tuned to be played at a level cap, I believe, which I think was 75 at the time. Nope, we grabbed a gawper. Now that that's dead, Phew. That was a close shave.
Hmm? I'm impressed. Let me introduce myself. I'm Larzos, captain of the Bismuth Musketeers, and a spite warden of Lady Lilith. We might stand on opposing sides of the board, but you got guts. I like people with guts. I've got a feeling we're gonna get along just fine.
What's that rumbling? Safer! We're not finished yet! Huh? Lizette! Oh. That was unexpected. Cait Sith? This you're doing? This is... a protective barrier? Did they save us? Rachnios! Mel, who'd have thought barriers can be used to kidnap people? Lose it! Portia! No! How could this have happened? The predicament! I'm stuck! Yes, and if you... Oh! The Manderville pose! Is this where we started with the Manderville pose? In Final Fantasy XI. I see. It's a catastrophe. That means deprived us of our one most potent playing piece, our trump card. We must go and save them right away. No time to delay. But how can we hope to prevail against a combat an opponent that even brought a ringling to heal? What to do? What can we do? Oh, little Altana, please shine forth your guiding light.
Go on. Mind how you conduct yourself or you'll end up short ahead. Don't say I didn't warn you. I brought them as commanded, milady.
Very good.
If I might ask, milady, which is the one you sought? I see.
Did anyone teach you to stay rude to stare? How disappointing. Why, I feel betrayed, even. I had expected a great deal more sophistication, all things considered. But then, for what purpose do expectations exist, if not to be betrayed? Even so, this doesn't lessen the disappointment of reality. An unsophisticated, undersized slip of a girl. Hey, unsophisticated, I'll admit, but who are you calling undersized? If I were to judge by looks alone, she'd be no more than a mere pawn. A throwaway piece. Ow!
Ain't that a crying shame?
What do you think you're doing? Silence! Lisette! You are welcome here. What? Who are you? What could they intend for Lizette and Portia, I wonder? Could it be that the two girls are essential elements in their future? Necessary ingredients? But if so, in what way? Agnios, you've come to realize too, have you not? The reason for coming to the past is for no other purpose than to steal the future. Swipe it from right under our noses. At least they could pass for, I don't know, 10 wins, at least in stubbornness, don't you think? If you're tired of living, I suggest you keep wagging that tongue of yours. The manipulation begins. I know your heart's innermost desire. Your wish is to save the life of Ragnalise B. Bellamont, is it not? Join our cause, and what you seek shall be yours. The curse is slowly but surely draining away his life force, with but one eventuality. The cold embrace of death. Sir Ragnalise! What? No! No one. Not that petulant girl, nor the felines, nor the so-called champions of the dawn can save your beloved. No one can but us. Do you speak the truth? Can Sir Ragnalise truly be saved? Portia, no! You mustn't be fooled! Mind your manners! Lisette! You, of all people, should know better. The wound will cause Ragnalise B. Bellamont insufferable pain for as long as he draws ragged breath. It will weaken him each passing day and break his spirit. Then it will kill him. But poor, misled child. Ask yourself this. Why is it you're disappearing from people's memories? The truth is difficult to accept, but resoundingly clear. It's because you're unwanted. You and the future from which you come, both will cease to exist. No one will remember that you ever lived, not even those you hold most dear. The solitude will torment your every waking second till you die, forgotten, without a single tear being shed in your name. No, that's not true! Look back on your past and you'll see. You've always been alone. Nobody needs you. And that's why they'll all abandon you and disappear. Ragnios is different. Ragnios? My tag team partner, Ragnios. He believes in me and would never abandon me. I grow weary of your petulance. No. Stop it! I won't forgive you if you harm the Lisette. You wish
You wish to keep this one alive, my lady?
Even pawns have their uses. Lock them up in the dungeon. I will abide by your wish for now. But in time, you will come to accept the truth in my words through choked tears. Magnios, on our own we don't stand a wind elemental's chance in Budicine. We must return to Sandoria and entreat the aid of the knights. Request backup! But I dread how Ringling might react when he finds out Portia has been captured. Magnios, the inenviable task of bearing the brunt of Ringling's fury, I trust to you. Leave it to the expert. The expert. And the fastest way out here is via warp. The home point in Wings, Southern Sandoria, and away we go! I'm not sure how Ragnalise is gonna take this. Him and Portia got awfully close. Vargastine, let me in. Ah, Vecnios. How does the day find you? You seek Sir Ragnalise, I trust. Please, enter the chateau at will. Why, Rachnios? What brings you back so soon? Where are the others? I thought Portia and Lilizette had left in your company. Gods! What in blazes is that black and white creature? Small details such as my identity can wait. We'll keep till another day. Your comrade Rachnios has urgent news to divulge to you. Yeah, the guy that attacked you, his allies, they, captured him. What? Both Portia and Lilizette? Confound it. Confound it to hell! I cannot believe you permitted such a thing to happen! What am I saying? Blame is not yours, but mine! Had I been strong enough to overcome my condition. I'm sorry. Ringling. Please, forgive my outburst. Where are you going? You know as well as I strike out for the Budicine Glacier. No. Wait, you can't handle this on your own. We need to think before we act. Count out each step.
Damn this wound.
Sir Ragnalis? Why are you not resting in bed? Eh? You're in no condition to be wandering around unescorted. No. You're there? I thought you were engaging the enemy forces at the Verkral Inlet. I was indeed gone. Joined the fray at the inlet. But there's one thing but I was there only in body, for my mind has never left you. In the reconciling of the two, I knew there was naught I could do but save one thing. Return and be here by your side. I think this is a woman. It's hard to tell with Elizan when they're fully armored. I have no excuses to offer. My irrational behavior astonishes even myself. It is true what they say about love. It can drive a woman insane. Noiler? Noily? Noilery? Noilery? I arrived just in time to hear your intent to go north. It would be my honor to go forth in your stead and color the white snow of Budistine crimson with the steaming heathen blood. Noily, listen. Say no more, for bereft of love and honor, a woman's life holds no meaning. I'm not sure I follow. Rest easy, Sir Ragnalis, for distance is no obstacle for two who are bound by destiny. Upon my return, I would we be joined before we be joined before the goddess. Company, fall in. That still does not explain the samurai garb. The trials and tribulations of a heartthrob. This is no laughing matter. I know, and envy you not in the least. I came here not to mock, but to say I, too, will depart for the north. I assume you're already made aware of the Allied forces' preemptive strategy underway there. Some time ago it came to light that the Beastmen were amassing a sizable force out in Valduna. Noyle's unit and my own have been assigned with the task of laying an ambush. What? I've heard no such thing. Why have my Ironcrest Hawks not been called? This war is far from over, my friend. And you, far from fully healed. Likely, General Khosra deemed it best that your unit be kept in reserve for a more dire time. I cannot abide this. I will not be left behind. Ragnalis, listen to me. The war is already lost if we knight captains cannot distinguish between duty and personal affairs. Consider this. Should the operation fail, and you to fall with us, the kingdom's defenses would be severely compromised. All would be lost. Now tell me, Portia, is she in danger? I thought as much. You just sit tight and leave this matter to us.
Don't forget Lilizette. Lilizette's in danger too.
Yes, she is. Understood. I'm counting on you.
Ragnios, this is the chance we've been waiting for. An opening. While the Mad Falcons and the Red Roses hold any encroaching enemies at bay, you and I will attempt to locate Lilizette and Portia. Extricate the two damsels. Let's go and ask Veselet and Noily for permission to join their company. You're the one who so rudely interrupted my private interlude with Sir Ragnales.
You've yet to be introduced. This here's Ragnios, one of Ragnales' closest friends. Take me with you. You wish to accompany our units north and rescue the two troop Mayakov dancers? Having had the honor of fighting alongside you in Laval, I know full well your battle prowess. However...
Absolutely out of the question.
It is unfortunate. I fear I cannot extend my hand in welcome. Orders came from above, and it's not our decision to make.
Above all else, I'll not allow my unit's integrity to be compromised by unproven personnel. Unproven? What nerve! Surely you'll not take this insult lying down. Be walked all over? Yes, that's the spirit. Show them the kind of metal you're made of. Sir Ragnales does seem to hold you in some regard. Very well. I shall hence retire temporarily to undertake my pre-departure purification ritual. During which time, bring us that which can test your martial prowess. A close friend of Sir Ragnales will not lack for recognition among kingdom troops.
Ah, yes. A fine proposal. What a better way for Ragnos to prove his worth than the endorsement of our own troops? Seek out the knights within the kingdom walls for their support in writing. Something upwards of around 20 signatures should suffice. Naturally, more signatures can only lead greater weight to your cause. Do your best to put in the credentials. To put your credentials beyond doubt. Let's try this again. Do your best to put your credentials beyond doubt, and we shall negotiate with our superiors on your behalf.
And it's agreed. Waste no time, for war waits no woman.
Now, we only need 20 signatures. But... you can get up to 120. And some of these require quests to be carried out. I mean, some of these will give you up to 15, 35, 12 for some of these quests. Some of these require questions and answers. And they do give you additional rewards for beyond 20. And these are upgrade items, so they're generally worth it if you're looking to upgrade equipment. Or, inventory upgrades. So now we need to find these people. Where's our current location at? We're at I-8. There's someone at I-7. Ah! You! Ah! You must be Sir Ragnales' trusted comrade. How fare you? So you're seeking signatures. I understand your predicament and empathize with your cause. My name alone will not count for much, but I offer it without reserve. Sir Ragnales is a great knight and even greater man. His courage and valor have earned him the deep respect of the entire Sandorian army. A Sandorian but rift of inspirational leadership would be truly unimaginable in these dark times. Good lord. Okay. There's one at I-11. He's going to be on the wall. Actually, these are listed in the order you theoretically could find them. So the next one we should find is Ilius. Should be at H9. There you are. And granted, this route is only going to give us 10. What? You wish me to sign your petition? Pardon my asking, but am I correct in assuming you're Rachnios of the 7 Corps of Bastok? I knew it! Much have I heard about your valorous deeds at the Battle of Juno, and my wholehearted support, and not the least, my signature. 2 signatures. Diagrapha. What's this talk of signatures? Why, if it is Rachnios of the 7 Corps of Bastok, the man of the moment! The Kindred walls resound with the praise for you. I've heard much of you from Sir Ragnales. In fact, there's a note of pride in his voice every time he brings your name up in conversation. Any friend of Sir Ragnales is a friend of mine. Let us never give up the fight for survival of all that is good in the world. May the blessing of the goddess be upon you, upon us. 3 signatures. Bah, ha, ha. Now we're looking for Endage. Endage. Way over there. Rangalots. Oh, they're way up there. How do we get up there again? Oh, we gotta go all the way down here to... Oh, right. There in that bloody tower. This is one of the reasons that Sandoria can be a little bit annoying to try and navigate. I don't think it's a smart idea to be actually manning the inward-facing ballista. Probably should be manning the other one. Petitioning to join our northbound troops. Matter Falcons did suffer heavy losses at the Battle of Lethane, and would benefit from every extra sword they can get. Very well. You have my signature and my blessing. 4. Now we're looking for Louis. There he is. Louis. And that requires us to go around, of course, because they've got the gates closed. You know, that's one thing we haven't done, is we've not fully explored what modern Sandoria looks like. Of course. Walked right by him. The man manning that stupid ballista. Well, theoretically, we'll have to swing back through anyway. This part of Sandoria is always slightly annoying to navigate. Pardon my terms, it is very annoying to navigate. I mean, granted, you're worried about the place being invaded constantly, so you're going to want to make it a maze, but people still have to try and navigate this somehow. Ooh. How does one even get back there, then? That gate being closed. I am confused. Okay. I am continuing to be highly confused. Okay, I actually have to just operate the portcullis. My bad. My bad. Louisard.
Who goes there? The gods! Oh, startle me not, or I might have lopped off your head. What? You wish to join our forces north? And so we're gathering signatures? I certainly have no reason to refuse such a request from one who offers to give to the kingdom. Go well.
Then Macionege at C6, so they're up. The fact they have an orc war machine just sitting in there is kind of weird. But I'm assuming they're just there to study it. Even my present day Sandoria is not decked out in this level of regalia. Macionege. And gathering signatures, you say? So you wish to join the Meta Falcons and Red Roses on their mission to the Northlands? I'll lend my name to your cause, lest I be branded a quill pincher. Now that sheet of parchment scribbled with names which should have any weight with the higher-ups. Okay, there. We know where Alfred is. Coiselot's over there. We're looking for... Okay, there's two of them then. Well, we know where to locate two of them for the questions and answers. Which, fortunately, I've got a list of answers. Because, yeah... What is it? So you're the one room would be scurrying about gathering signatures. I suppose it was only a matter of time before you found your way here. Your determination is desiring of admiration, but that alone will not win wars. Considering how it may send a man to his death, I'll not put my name to parchment lightly. I shall quiz you with regards to Sandorian allies. After all, any member of the Allied forces worth his salt should have a basic understanding of the state of affairs. Answer satisfactory, and my signature is at your disposal. First concern our allies down south. Who's the current president of Bastok? Uwe Preen. Alright. What's the name of the special unit under the direct command of the president? Well, that's the Mithril Musketeers. And who's serving as captain of the Mithril Musketeers? That's Clara Bester. Alright, the next concerns our Midartian allies. Who holds the post of Commander-in-Chief of the Windurstian forces? Robbel Akbel. Moving on. How many units comprise the War Warlocks, Windhurst's spellcasting elite? There are 12 of them. Alright, fighting Fang and Claw along the ranks of the War Warlocks, we have the Mithran Mercenaries. Who amongst them following isn't a mercenary major? That's Chomao. Outstanding! Your knowledge of the kingdom's allies is proof positive that you're a staunch soldier of the Allied forces. Here, take this. You'll find not only my signature, but those of my fellow unit members also. May it serve you well. Now, we are not going to be getting any additional rewards just for these. We'd have to be doing any of the additional quests. And, frankly, I don't have a use for these items. At least at the moment, so. But you... Offret. What's this? You'd have me sign a petition. I suppose you fancy yourself well versed in all things to do with the Sandorian army. Alright, let's do it this way. You answer a few questions and I'll give you what you seek. Any fool off the street knows the kingdom's knightly orders, the Royal Knights, Temple Knights, and the Royal Guards. But do you know who stands at the helm of each? The Royal Knights are commanded by Yevgenia Kozuna. The Temple Knights are led by Ferdinand C. Brunon. The Royal Guard is led by, of course, our good old friend Valnerial R. Davles. Next question. As you know, the kingdom is served by a great many regiments of knights. Which of the following does not exist? Why, that's the Knights of the Rust-Wing Hawk. Very good. You've demonstrated satisfactory knowledge of the kingdom's forces. Wait here and I'll return presently. Here are the signatures as promised. I took the liberty of having fellow unit members sign your petition also. 18! Technically we only need 2 more, but we're gonna go through the remaining of this little section of fetch quest. If only to see how many Sandorian voices I can make sound the exact same. The next one is over at L10, and they're Reminette. Reminot. Reminot? Yes. K7. That'd be up to the north. I don't know why they list him first. Unusual. Tambanamba. L8. They must be further north. Of course he's the one way down to the south, and I was just in his vicinity. We'll grab Farrell while we're here.
What? You're gathering signatures to be allowed to head north with our troops? I'm presently off duty, but I suppose that's neither here nor there. They say that the Northlands is a place of horrors, a veritable bury ground for the unprepared. If you must go, take all necessary precautions and more, lest you have the ill fortune of stumbling onto one of those fell creatures that prowl Beautising Glacier. Oh, you mean the Smilodons? Not to mention those dreadful beasts they call Zarkabard their home. You mean the Tory? Most fearsome of all the creatures that inhabit the glacier and Zarkabard both. None curdles the blood more than ghosts. Yes, those are the creatures I speak. Lower your guard not for a second in their presence, or you'll find yourself homebound in a casket. Very well. Wait here while I have my comrades add their signatures to my own. Here you are. May the goddess watch over you. 24 signatures. We now have all the signatures we technically need. But again, we'll do this little more for flavor. Elmond here would have an entire quest that would give us 12 signatures if we decided to do it. Raymond. Gathering signatures, are we? Sir Vestalent and Sir Norley, and their respective units are bound for Valdona. Pundits say the fierce battle, the likes of which is yet to be seen, is set to erupt there. An extra hand will help thin out the beastmen ranks. Cannot hurt, surely. You've got my vote. And the next one we need to find is El Nonde. El Nonde. Oh, there's El Nonde. Someone else was giving me a signature. Huh? How may I be of assistance? A signature, you say? But of course! How could I refuse, knowing that you're the esteemed Arachnios of the 7th Corps of Bastok? So you'll strike out for the Northlands with the Matter Falcons? I shall pray for your safety and success on the battlefield. 26!
should be close by. Oh, that's why, because they're on the thing. The walkway, the inner wall, the inner rampart. You'd have my signature?
It would be my pleasure. You're good friend of Sir Regnalese, aren't you? From what I understand, Sir Regnalese has taken ill lately. As his trusted comrade, I have faith you will be there for him in his time of need.
Okay. And someone else at M6. Malronans. M6? Okay, up towards the housing area. Ah, there you are. What's this you say? You require signatures to go to Valdrona and snatch the troop Mayakov dancers out of the jaws of death? Is that true? Are the girls in grave danger? My apologies. I did not mean to lose my composure over the news. I'd be glad indeed to lend my voice to your cause. That I could go to the post and rescue those beauties myself. 28 signatures! Aha! And now we just need to find... Oh, what's his name? Vindasnock. Vince. Vishadal. It's probably pronounced Vishadal. If my assumption and how French is pronounced is accurate, it should be Vishadal. Vishidon. Vishidon? You're the one with the quest. That's the person with the quest. Eulamail there. Gathering signatures for petition, you say? Well, that can wait. The kingdom requires your cooperation for a more pressing matter. I've been tasked with a compelling report detailing the military structure of the Beastmen Confederate. But my mind at ease if I could cross-check a number of facts with someone prior to submitting my final product to the commanding officer. Marvelous! I knew I could count on your aid. Now then, without further ado, my first question is regards to the pigmen. How many Orcish units are scattered across Quan? There are 3. I'm moving on. What's the name of the unit led by the General One-Eyed Gobjob at the Battle of Juno? They're the Gutrenders. Ah, I see. That brings me to the last question. What's the name of the Orc leader who commands the Orcish hosts on Quan? That's Grahadhod. That's Gradhod. Gradhod. A sharp mind to match your sharp reflexes, I see. And my apologies to have doubted you. I admit to make certain that you would not be a liability if sent to the front lines. Wait here a moment. I've had the other members of my unit sign your petition as well. Good luck. Should be a total of 34 signatures. Yes. And 34 signatures will give us an Oxblood Orb, which is part of the inventory expansion thing I've already done. But it is handy to have. Ah, how fare you, Ragnos? Sir Vezelet and Sir Noily have been expecting you. I'm never going to pronounce that properly.
You're finally back.
I see you've got 34 signatures for the petition. Are you ready to submit it? Yes. I surely am. Ah, such a splendid amount of signatures. You've proven your reputation beyond all doubt.
Truth be told, since I set the task upon you, I wondered whether or not I was being unreasonable with my demands. But it seems my worries were unfounded.
I'm of the same sentiment. Please accept our apologies. And this is also a small token of our regret for having scrutinized you needlessly. With this many knights rallying behind you, no one will have any grounds to question your joining us.
Very well, Ragnos. It would be our pleasure to have you accompany us to the Northlands.
Our unit will depart for the Beautising Glacier presently. We shall see you there. An Axeblood Orb has been attained. Now we just need to zone into Beautising and see where we go. This is the Chocobo stables. That was not where I wanted to go. Well, I just had to read up on what we're going to be doing, and it is, little complicated, but, wouldn't expect anything else. Off we go! Scout reporting, sir. The enemy procession approaches the direction of Tavnazia. From the direction of Tavnazia. The advance guard is expected to reach the glacier by way of the high road within the hour. Good work, soldier. As intelligence report suggested, their intent is to merge with the main force of the beastmen stationed at Castle's Val via Budicine and Zarkabard.
Then our objective remains unchanged. The annihilation of the enemy force, and failing that, the obstruction of their advance.
Let's review strategy then. The Matter Falcons will stand in wait for the enemy procession and engage them head on.
Immediately after which, the Red Roses will strike from the rear and seal off their retreat.
Our 2 units will cripple the enemy in one swift blow. Is that clear?
Shogyo, Myujo, Zeisho, Meppo, Shometsu, Metsui, Ryagmetsu, Iraku. It is time.
Sir, the enemy, they come!
Knights of the Red Rose, ready your arms!
Knights of the Matter Falcon, to positions! Crossbowmen, fire at will! Matter Falcons move in! Glory to Sandoria! Yeah! Yeah. That one is getting away. The one with the banner.
Yeah! The overpowering such blood and steel, such savagery, such barbarism. We must find the 2 girls while the battle rages, the combatants distracted. But where could they have been taken?
Looks like the situation's heating up on the glacier.
What are you planning on doing with us? 2 of you will serve as bait. As the plump carrot is dangled before Chocobo's nose, so too will be flaunted before our prey. Lorena Quarry. Is it true what that woman said? That Sir Ragnarly's can be saved?
It's just as the lady said. What? Why do you ask? Had a change of heart, have we? Oh, the things we do for love. I must confess to being a right sucker for this kind of thing. I might not look it, but I'm an incurable romantic myself.
Lizette and Portia! Where's that place, I wonder? The clangor of battle could be heard. Felt even. Means they can't be far away. Someplace close. It seemed it was out of a sprawling cavern. A subterranean location. Now! Do you read me now? I've stumbled upon a conspicuous cave opening now, stone's throw away from where we passed by earlier. Could it be that it leads underground? An entrance to caverns? I read you, Seached. Happy, loud and clear.
Convenient timing.
Yes, I dare say we've narrowed down the girl's location. Their whereabouts.
Well, you go and search for the two troop Mayakov girls. Understood. The enemy, my knights, and I will keep at bay. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Gotta keep you.
Lizette and Portia are being held captive underground, deprived of liberty. Sichard has tipped us off to a likely entrance. Oh, before it slips my mind, in case I forget, you might find this useful. It's an aroma bug. An aroma bug scent permeates. Even the pitch blackness of the caverns won't be able to separate us. Can't wander astray. But be forewarned, the scent only lasts a limited duration, then fades away, becoming odorless. Should you require another? I've got a stash stowed away at the southern tower here in the glacier, hidden from prying eyes. Now go! We go and rescue some dancers!
It is not just some dancers, it is the most important dancers. Okay, from Zarkabard we go this way, and yep, we are in vicinity. I think we're in vicinity. Because you have to go by this tower here, which is where Cait Sith Aeon was founded. Was at. And we just continue onwards. No, not going down. And it should be these regal paw prints here. Okay. This one's gonna have An interesting navigation puzzle.
Lilizet and Portia are being held captive somewhere in these caverns. I'm sure. No mistake about it. That? A dead end? But we've already explored all paths. That's rat stale explosive I picked up earlier. Do you think perhaps we could try? Oh! What a nasty fright that was! Scared me out of my wits! But it looked like the passage has been cleared up. Save me! Has the situation been neutralized? The enemy dispatched? Phew. All this excitement is positively bad for the heart. And I lost a life. But it's giving me an idea. Lent me a thought. What if we used the bomb's plant for self-destruction for our advantage and blasted ourselves a path through the cavern? Chances are we'll run into further dead ends further in. But with some rat's tail explosives, a handful of enemy bombs, and a sprinkling of ingenuity, the road will surely be revealed to us. Open sesame! I'll entrust you with the remaining rat's tailed explosive I chanced upon. A meager 2. I'm willing to wager, though, that more can be had from the hostiles that haunt these parts. I'm not too fond of loud noises. I'll make myself scarce for a spell. Keep to the backstage. Off you go, then. Don't skip on the fireworks.
Velnarial. Semi. Tadokiki. Koromaru. And Yoshim. Okay, from here, we go to the northwest and hug the right wall. And we're looking for something at location I-9/H9. Here. Kaboom! Then go through. And blow the wall to the north. At H8. We want to keep that Reaver alive for as long as possible, because we're going to need to double back and kill him. So we're going to want to avoid killing him right away. Here we are. Okay, there's our 2 bombs. The Reavers drop a question mark, a triple question mark, that will give us 3 bombs. There it is. Let us take the bombs. All 3 of them. Apparently we've got to pick them up one by one. Okay. Then we need to blow up the wall to the southeast at I-9. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. There's the giddy bomb. That's not something we need to worry about. To the northeast until we reach the dead end. This gives us our tutorial for fire sand. No! Just when it seemed nothing would stop us. What's this? Looks like a contraption for housing jars of fire sand? Memory turns to me of a collection. Tales of abandoned quarries brimming with goblin mining technology of ages past. I can't bother you with the details, though it would make for great telling at a campfire. The fuse extends from this contraption to a place beyond the wall. What would happen if you were to place a jar of fire sand on it? Set us up a bomb. Could the fuse be connected to yet another be a detonation switch over yonder? Attach a jar of fire sand. And now we circle back. Looking for a location at H7/I7. Glowing green switch somewhere. Ah, that's the one. Press the switch. Kaboom! I could see this being very annoying. Minorly annoying. If you didn't have the guide. Granted, if you didn't have the guide, but you brought in a full group of people, this would be solved very, very quickly. So I'm not entirely surprised. And we need to have at least 2 bombs, which I believe we have in the temporary key items. Well, we grabbed 3. We only used the 1. So, yes. Because there are no goblins in this area. G8, G9 is the southern one. That's the one we need to blow up. Kaboom! And travel east and blow up the wall at I-9. And then we continue to the southeast, and we should have our exit momentarily. That is our exit.
Magnios! I knew you'd come for us. I just knew it. Thank you. We're the ones who brought you here. The enemy.
Oh, hold it right there. Stay there.
Hate to disappoint, but I can't allow you to simply walk away. Toodle along. Lilith has one use for that one, she says.
Bad Scyther! Naughty Scyther! Why do you persist with this deplorable behavior?
You will betray us and the goddess from whose tears you were born. She who gave your life. Betray, you say. I'll not suffer any more of your slanderous remarks. You lot are the ones meddling in affairs beyond your fathoming. Out of your league!
Hold your tongue!
Always have you been the least regal of us, Cates. A notch below. Greedily pinching all the sweets and leaving none for the others, for starters. My dear, naive Noi. Haven't you heard of first come, first serve? Survival of the fittest?
Oh, the nerve! Old Gates, assemble! Gather round!
At what time did we go astray? With you, did you go astray? Lost your way? Do you realize the graveness of your actions, your misdeeds? Da, act, and sigh. The blood is on your paws. They only have themselves to blame for being so slow and clumsy, dim-witted and oafish. All in one and one in all, such is the essence of our being. Rebellious thoughts and behavior are not permitted. Zero tolerance. Yes, the will of Altana is absolute. No room to argue. Extreme situations call for extreme measures. Drastic action. Agreed. Shame, though, we failed to locate our feline kinsman. Location unknown. Can't you lot ever get straight to the point? Not to beat around the... Even I'm beginning to talk like you. You! Take us to where that stuck-up, self-important woman is. I've got a score to settle with her, and now that I've Rachnios to back me up, she's as good as toast. I wish to see her again also. You really don't have an inkling, do you? Happy in your ignorance? What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What determines the future? How are things decided? What determines the future? What determines the future? What a silly question. Well, that'd be us, of course. We're the ones who possess the power to decide. Nuh-uh. Wrong answer. Have you looked upon the sky recently? Tilted back your head? The combat that draws near, whose advance will be stayed by none. Huh? Atomos. Atomos will decide the future. Decide our fate. What? What in the world are you talking about? So, which future will be dead, dispensable, and be swallowed up and erased from existence, wiped off the map of time? You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Let us go straight to the source. Oh, fearsome distorter of time, devourer of memories, decider of fates! Heed my call, answer my plea. Atomos, come! A cavernous maw! Yeah! Portia! No! Whoops. Now I've gone and done it. It swallowed her up? Gulped her down? What shall we do? Oh, goddess, deliver! What should we do? What can we do? Keep your heads about you, people. Maintain composure. Everyone, remember the words of Altana, the wish of the goddess. When the harbinger cometh, the champions of dawn shall descend. With the wings divine, with radiance blessed, the eternal night is end. My foolish kindred, we expect a miracle to happen. Divine intervention. These young ones are... That's right. It's what I've been saying all along. All this time. These young ones are... the champions of dawn. Wielding the light, they will win back the future. The future that Altana has willed for Vanadiel. Could this really be true? Truly be real? Believe in me, everyone. Share my convictions. The time for us has come. With this torch we pass on to you, young ones. Carry on our legacy. There's still much room for you to go. Not quite fully fledged. But we know you won't let us down. Shan't disappoint. This, too, is the will of the goddess. Altana's will be done. It was so lovely to know you. Have myself a time. Wait, there's no need to do anything rash. Uh-oh. This doesn't bode well. Bodes ill, even. Huh? That is...
For it seems like they've merged into one being. At least temporarily. Yeah, I agree, I agree, Lilizette. Little disappointing.
What happened to that humongous kite we saw a second ago? Why, I stand before you, introducing, ta-da! The new and improved Cait Sith! New and improved? You haven't changed a trifle! I was hoping you'd wallop the enemy with your grotesquely enlarged state. You're obviously not paying attention to the final details. Not squinting sufficiently. See how my whiskers are bone in both length and luster? See how my tail has been extended a whole paw's breadth? Longer and more regal. Now listen up and listen well. Take heed. Untitled Chapter, not for a moment. A single Cait and a traitor he may be, but all who are born from the tears of Fortuna are possessed of tremendous power. Tremendously powerful. Using my new and improved abilities, I shall seal Scyther within a barrier he cannot escape. This will be your chance to put a stop to his shenanigans and his capers. I've been itching a long time for this. It feels like the longest time I've had a chance to shake the rust off my joints and dance up a storm. Here, take this bug. Without it, you won't be able to enter the barrier. Will be denied entry. More can be had at the southern tower in Beautising Glacier should you require another. Need a replacement. Now, Rachnios, Lilizette, one barrier coming up. Step lively now. Stay on your toes.
But no mention of what to do now that Portia's just gone? Well, we do have a Cait Sith to fight. We're actually making a way, pretty conveniently through these. We'll definitely hit up the nations. We're looking for up over at H7. This one. Yeah, there's those paw prints. Well, that's actually pretty convenient, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually extremely convenient. Because that drops you down 2 levels, right to where you need to be. Now, he is a black mage. And he can summon an Atomos. But most annoyingly enough, we are now joined by Lilizette. Why is this annoying? Well, if you remember last time we had Nadja with us in a somewhat similar mission. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let us go. Oh, Lilizette, no! Do not engage! Oh, great, I've been stunned. That should have him focus on me and not Lilizette. Oh, all the stat downs. He is nearly dead, though. I've been put to sleep. Ha! Stupid cat, you should not have attacked me. Oh, there's an Atomos. Get the Atomos. Oh, gotta kill the Atomos. Oh, apparently he just vanishes. Oh, thank God. Well. Did we do it? Curses! It's gone and strained itself. It's overexerted. I refuse to accept. It won't end here like this. Lilith! Sith! Don't you dare run away! Escape responsibility! What should we do? Follow me! You've nothing to fear. Won't come to harm. Right. Come on. Let's do this. Everybody in the Atomos. Where are we? What is this place? Portia! More familiar faces. A merry day this is proving to be. Lilith, help. Take not another step, cat. Atomos went out of control. I couldn't. Oh, what happened, my sweet, beautiful kitten? Look what happened to you. The colors have all but left your face. Lilith. My heart aches to imagine what you've suffered. Come and be comforted and freed from your pain. Now tell me, if you will, how was it you allowed Talmos to swallow her up?
You ought to count your lucky stars she wasn't digested. Still, I cannot overlook such a gross act of negligence, nor allow it to go unpunished. Pathetic. Such an end is fitting for a creature of the goddess. Oh, the poor thing. Velazette! Ragnios! Oh, Portia, I'm so relieved to see you safe. So, this is the Ragnios of whom praise is so copiously lavished. Tell me, Cait Sith, this Ragnios here, he's one of the pieces you dug up? That's right! You've done well for yourself. A passing glance is enough to reveal what the intriguing man he is. Ragnios, the winged woman who stands before you?
Stay your impudence, cat. You speak of the hallowed presence of the Most High Lady Lilith, Vana'diel's great leader and custodian.
Vana'diel's great leader and custodian? What's that supposed to mean?
That's exactly what it means. The Vana'diel over which Lady Lilith presides, however, is not the decadent, stagnating realm from whence you came, but a future where men and women of incomparable valor and courage take to battle still.
An alternate Vana'diel while conflict rages on. Huh? Is he being serious? Look, I could care less for the esteemed personages and, well, war-starved. I'm here to retrieve everyone's memory. Give it back, now! Give back. How does one give back that which one does not take? Oh, might you be referring to these? These little orbs. They're the memories taken from your dancer friends. Sealed within were the memories of you. Each orb was a seed that might have sprouted and bloomed into a myriad of futures. Alas, they were judged by Atamos to be dispensable, and thus were devoured. Dispensable futures? Correct. Atamos is more than simply a time portal. Since time immemorial, it has existed as an entity that devours time. A dreadful being devoid of all consciousness. No place in the world is safe from the voracious maw of this manipulator of dimensions. That which is deemed dispensable is devoured, digested, and finally deposited here at the wasteland of memories and time. The Walk of Echoes. What? Is this the truth? Mind you, your good companion Cait Sith knows this as well as I. After all, it's none other than they who set these events in motion. Huh? Hold your tongue! These young ones here are the champions of dawn, chosen by the goddess herself and scouted by us. our discerning eyes. It is they who will set Vanadiel back on the path to its rightful future. Rightful future? Chosen by Altana? Ha! No god or goddess holds authority over the realm of mortals. It is the people, not some absent deity, who determine the fate of this world. It is I who shall lead the people of Vanadiel to their rightful future.
Pray, forgive my interruption, my lady. The time has come.
You wish to return home? Then go. You have my leave to return to the reality whence you came. Of course, I need to remind you of what awaits you there. Will you live and grow old with Sir Ragnar's? Or grieve his untimely demise for as long as you shall live? The choice is yours to make. Portia, no! This isn't the way! I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Lilizette. No matter what it takes, no matter what may become of me, I must save him. Portia! You've chosen wisely. Come then, let us walk hand in hand. Mother. Yeah. Ragnios, should you ever have a change of heart, I'll be waiting. Know, though, that time is a precious commodity. I must have your answer before the comet kisses the horizon. Remember this. The future will choose me. I look forward to when we next meet.
So, it would appear Lilith and Lilizette are the same person, but from two different time frames.
Ragnos, Lilizette, can you hear me?
Oh, thank the goddess. I feared you might never open your eyes.
Where are we?
It's a scene of the aftermath of our clash with the Beastmen.
Though we slayed several scores enemies and diverted an equal amount, still too many were able to flee to Castle's Val.
And, as if to mock us, scout reports of Zval-bound enemy battalions continue to swamp us without pause.
Make no mistake about it. 'Tis here in the snow-swept Valdano that the decisive battle will be waged, and the outcome of this war decided.
Pain me, though, to admit it. We've fallen short of our objective.
I failed, Sir Ragnarles. How could I ever face him again?
I've been meaning to ask of Portia.
She's still in the hands of the enemy.
Is that so? Now keep your chins up. We'll find a way to rescue her yet. For now, we must return to the kingdom and regroup.
Phew! We barely managed to escape with the fur on our backs. Living grow old with Sir Ragnarles. That self-proclaimed custodian of Vanadiel said, Cait Sith, tell me, what will become of Portia? What fiendish plot could that detestable wench possibly be concocting that involves Portia? What dastardly wiles? I'm afraid I don't even know. The knowledge eludes me. Ragnos, we too should to return to Sandoria. Our priority now is to report the unfortunate turn of events to Ragnarles. Break the news. And when we complete this next quest, this will put us, I don't want to say at the halfway point because we're not quite there yet, but this is roughly halfway through Wings of the Goddess. Missions wise, there's 54, we're at 26. Not quite halfway, but close enough. And especially once we finish up the next two nation quests, that will definitely help. I do have a super re-raiser on me. You know what? I'm just going to use it. For reasons, I'm going to use that now. Even though I'm not going to actually need it, mind you, but... Greetings! Am I glad to see you return unscathed? Sir Ragnarles awaits within. Please, come with me, if you will. Sir Ragnarles. Please forgive us. We failed to rescue Portia. Oh, that's a half-truth of sorts, to be honest. She was deceived and willingly...
Beg your pardons, but have we met?
What?
Your outfit tells me you're a dancer from Troupe Mayakov, though I must confess I do not recall having had the pleasure of seeing you on stage. With regards to Sir Portia, Sir Vizalette came and briefed me on the situation but a moment ago. On behalf of the Royal Knights, I apologize that a civilian has been put in harm's way. On my honor, I swear I shall not rest until she is safely returned to the kingdom's walls.
No.
More memories are disappearing.
Ragnios, even Father has forgotten about me. What's going to happen? The future we come from. Is it really going to disappear? Should things continue as they are, your future is grim indeed. The enemy always seems to be one step ahead of us, have the upper hand. Unless the tides can be turned, and soon, your very existence is at stake. But what can we do? I've tried so hard, and yet nothing seems to change. Is it because I'm too weak? Would we stand a chance of winning if I were stronger, more grown up, like that Lady Lilith?
I understand you'll strike out for Valduna, sir. Aye. The Battle of Colossal Proportion is set to be joined in Zarkabard. I will take to the field with the Ironcrest Hawks. If I may to speculate your true objective, sir. Portia. Your wish is to rescue her, is it not? No. No, my duty is to serve the kingdom. Yeah. So all of the concerns, Portia's welfare included, are relegated to secondary status. Precious little good though it may do, sir, you have my sympathy. Cannot be helped. If I could again be forgiven my audacity, are you certain this is how you wish things to be? Let's suppose that the Allied forces triumphed over the Beastmen. But victory come at a price, most dear. The life of your beloved. Would a future bereft of her tender presence hold any meaning? Thoughts as these are racing through your mind, I'm sure. Far be it from my station to advise you, sir. Was it not time you became true to your feelings? But it's not an easy decision to make, choosing between love and duty. If I could be permitted to speak once more, I've one final suggestion to offer.
Pull yourself together, lass. Now isn't the time to be sulking, crying into your knees. Remember, always that you're the chosen ones, the champions of Dawn. Hand-picked out of obscurity by my noble kin and I. Have faith in who you are and take pride in what you do, for numerous are those that rely on you. Isn't that right, Rachnios?
That is true.
But... Say something to clear up. Append a few words.
We'll get through this together.
Thank you. I feel a little better now. Just from the knowledge that I'm not alone. That you're with me gives me heart. I'll stay strong from now on. I promise. Cait Sith, you said the two futures are in contention for survival. What must we do to ensure our continued existence from now on? Of our own. What? Asking me? Infinite possibilities. Uncountable factors. Are you really a servant of the goddess? Your lack of solutions makes me wonder sometimes. Come on. We'll put our heads together and figure this out. Let's begin by reviewing the knowledge we have so far on the enemy. First of all, where did Lady Lilith and her lackeys come from?
Future.
And what kind of world is that?
A war has yet to end.
Where do you think the key to victory lies?
It's not in her scanty attire. It's not in the number of the Spite Wardens. It's the Crystal War.
That's right. The future is one where the Crystal War never ended. Which means at some point in the war is a decisive moment. A moment of divergence from which our two futures branch out. Yes. Yes, a sound assumption. Do you recall the glowing object rising towards the heavens when you felled that band of demons at the glacier?
Yeah.
True to its mindless nature, Atomos was devouring the future indiscriminately. So when we defeated the demons, a fragment of their future was devoured. It's a game of chess, where the two sides struggle for domination with a limited number of pieces at their disposal. Chess pieces. Portia? It's coming clear to me now, making sense. With Portia in their grasp, they intend to execute the next move. At the Battle of Zarkopard. It's highly likely that some movement on their part can be observed there. New developments. Then this is what we must do. We take back Portia and all our chess pieces, for in doing so we reclaim our future. And to prevent any more of the future from being devoured, we must reduce the tears of suffering. Put an end to the Crystal War. That woman. She called Portia mother. That she did. So she said. Well, she's utterly gravely mistaken if she thinks she can keep Portia. I'll bring her back, whatever it takes.
What are you guys doing at Castle's Val?
The hour of reckoning is nigh.
Oh, now she's got a Taru.
Spite Wardens, make ready for war.
And with that, we have completed that set of the main story. Now we have more Bastok shenanigans to deal with. And it is indeed shenanigans. And let us go and talk to our good friend, Gentle Tiger. Oh, the login. It is apparently midnight Japanese or weekly reset. I'm not sure which. It's monthly reset time, and a login bonus has just dropped. And I just had to get some more cough drops real quick. They're like the only thing that makes it my voice capable of doing all these voices for as long as I'm doing them. Even though it's only been 2.5 hours, it has been a lot of voice acting. Like, these are some of the longest cutscenes we've had at all. Like, seriously, even Treasures of Adragon, the last expansion, wasn't this verbose. Gentle Tiger? Golden sausages, pumpkin pie. Huh? Oh, it's you. Forgive me. Ever since that attempt on the president's life, I haven't been sleeping well at night. A cardsman like me's got plenty of time to ponder. But to rack my brain, though, I can't believe Captain Clara was behind the heinous deed. Of course, all the unofficial announcements from the president's office are claiming it to be the work of a Tonberry, so as to not cause a public stir. If only it were so. I could say that again, friend. If it isn't Nicholas and 5 Moons! How fare the Mithril Musketeers? Fare not all that well, I'm afraid. Thanks to our erstwhile captain's foray into the field of presidential assassination, our glorious unit has been disbanded, and its members relegated to penal duty. We proudly stand before you as Nicholas and 5 Moons of the disciplinary company Skink. Zaid was sent to the field with Company Jackal, no doubt to perform some suitably arduous and trivial task. Consider yourself lucky that you're only an honorary member of our squad. Were you a full-fledged musketeer, you'd surely have suffered the same fate. I just can't make sense of it, Nicholas. What only unholy madness has driven the honorable soldier to such treachery? I wish I'd answers, 5 Moons, but my deductive powers fail me at this time. There's simply no logical motive that could account for the captain of the Mithril Musketeers drawing steel against the very man she was sworn to protect. And yet, it's exactly what she did. Even Volker was made to feel the wrath of her treasonous blade. Thankfully, he suffered only graze wounds. Still, one thing remains clear. Captain Clara must be tracked down and made to answer for her crimes.
So this is where you slithery skinks scurried off to. We've got a situation on our hands.
Disciplinary Captain Herbert! Whatever's the matter?
Whatever's the matter, sir. I'm your superior now, and you best not be forgetting. It's the mess meddler Zaid. He's deserted his unit.
What?
You heard me? I just said he deserted. An emergency dispatch just came from the Jackal Sergeant in Bordeaux. He says your surly comrade went off on a survey in XIV territory, failed to return with his squad. I've ordered a handful of men to join the search effort, and it's time you got off your pampered posters and posteriors and joined them. You hear me, skinks? That's an order.
Yes, sir. Incidentally, would you happen to have any insight into his destination? Any potential leads at all would be most...
Do I look like a goblin tipster? I haven't the time or interest to keep up with every half-baked rumor brought to me. Besides, I have business in Eldmin. If you gotten to bother someone, make it Sergeant Ranner of the Jackals. Now get lost. Next time I see you scrubs, that overgrown loafer had better be with you.
Desertion? That doesn't sound like the Zaid I know. As if we haven't suffered enough indignity. Now he flouts our superiors further? What could that man possibly be thinking? I'm afraid we haven't the luxury to ponder his motives. If we don't find him soon, we can prepare for the worst. The worst, you say? Maximum penalty for desertion during wartime is death, after all. There's plenty of loose cannons in the disciplinary regiments looking to impress their superiors. If one of them were to find him, my sentence might just be carried out on the spot. Then we must find him before the others do! Yes, and if we can convince him to return of his own accord, there's still hope. But it'll be no small task to track him down without knowing his true intentions. In any event, there's nothing we can be gained by standing around here. Let's make for Bordeaux and see what... what clues this Sergeant Rayner may have for us. I trust you're up to this task as well. Excellent. With our 3 heads together, we're bound to come up with something. And let's be off. So suppose we're off to Bordeaux. Now, while there isn't a survival guide directly there, we do have the one to Pashao Marshlands. Assuming we can find it in this list. There it is, Pashao. Because Pashao is directly next to Bordeaux. Enter Bordeaux. Survey of the quad of perimeter complete, Sir Sergeant Raynor, sir. Movements of 100 shellback scouts observed and recorded as ordered, sir. Yeah, it took you sweet time, didn't you, maggots? I'll hand them over. There better not be a single page out of place. Yes, sir. One, two. You expect me to read these chocobo scratches? 3, 4. I've seen better quillmanship from a goobu. 5. 88, 89. Oh, what are you, deaf and stupid? I said 100. Get back out there, jackals. What? We didn't even count them all. Got a problem, slugs? Then better make it 100. Sorted by shell color. In triplicate. And I don't care if it's raining. There better not be a single smudge on them. Now quit dragging your behinds and move. Move, I say! Give me a break already. Sergeant Raynor, sir. I don't recall being on first names basis with no city boys. Sir Nicholas, Company Skink, sir. This is my comrade, 5 Moons. And this is Rachnios. We're investigating the disappearance of your man, Zaid. Doing a bloody poor job of it from the looks of it. If you're here to find him and quit wasting my time. Remember, if he puts up a fight, there's no need to bring him back alive. Yes, of course, sir. We just thought it might be better to perform our duties if you could share with us some information. Any conspicuous changes in Zaid's behavior since he joined your esteemed unit? For example, his behavior? He's a bloody Galka. What do you think his behavior is? He stands around sulking and brooding like he's got the weight of the whole world on his shoulders. What does that fool know about responsibility? Got myself a whole squad full of these louts to look after, and don't see me complaining. You over there, slacking on duty, are we? Get back to your post before I feed your sorry bones to the pugils! I said pick up those legs, soldier! Sulking and brooding. It seemed the matter of Captain Clara eats at our friend's soul as well. Well, surprised that. Beneath its rough exterior, Zaid's the most deeply loyal captain of us all, of any of us. Wait, that's it. Perhaps he still is. Perhaps the two of them are plotting something together. What? What are you saying, Nicholas? Zaid was our stalwart comrade, a proud Mithril musketeer. What, you nigh accuse him of treason? Have you forgotten, Five Moons, how quick your comrade was to come to the aid of a would-be assassin? And Captain Clara disappears, and our man soon follows. It's only natural to draw a connection. Yes. Whatever's noted as Zaid's actions clearly served to abate the captain's escape. Is it possible that he was in on the entire plot from the beginning? You go too far, Nicholas. Zaid may be many things, but even you cannot deny that he was among the Mithril Musketeer's most loyal men. Yes, but where did his true loyalties lie? To his unit? To his captain? If you recall, Zaid's promotion came at the behest of Captain Clara herself. Did he perhaps owe her a debt of many years past? A debt he now seeks to repay? But what manner of debt? Save that they're old comrades, I've heard precious little about their past. So have I. Odd, is it not? One would expect to see the two share occasional war stories. But no, they've always kept their lips tightly sealed. It's almost as if they've got something to hide. I never paid it much heed, but in light of recent events, it's most suspicious indeed. What bond did they share that the captain was so determined to count Zaid among her men? His prowess in battle is unquestioned, of course, and yet no accounts of him having distinguished himself in any other regiment. To appoint a nameless soldier, no matter how skilled, to the Mithril Musketeers is simply an unprecedented act. It seems this is where answers lie. But the truth of their past would surely offer clues to their current whereabouts. But where to begin our search? The Mithril Musketeers have been Bastok's elite ever since their inception. The connection to the present makes it even more vital that the Republic's finest are chosen for the job. I've not seen it myself, but there exists a tome of records detailing the comings and goings of all officers in our unit's storied history. The previous affiliations of its members, the posts they've held, the deeds they've done, all should be listed there. The enrollment roster of, why, of course! Simply brilliant, Five Moons. I'll make a scholar out of you yet. That being said, we'll not gain entry easy. Word has it that all relevant records have been confiscated as key evidence in the investigation. The Iron Musketeers are going to have it locked away in their unyielding grip. As for how much it pains me to grovel at our rival's feet, we've no choice but to appeal to Captain Bartholomew. Come, Vacnios, Five Moons, return to the metalworks. More and more intriguing. Back to Bastok Markets we go! But first, there's some items I need to pick up that will come in handy. Because we need to get some beeswax and red textile dye. So we're going to need to temporarily go to present-day Bastock. See, we need to bid on materials, alchemy 1. Beeswax. Let's see if anyone has it for like 8. That'd be great. Yes. And then we need red textile dye. And what's the price of you? A bit more expensive. Let's see if anyone has it for 30. Okay. We have the items we're gonna need. Wings of the Goddess, Bastock Markets, back to the home point. Because it's back to our good old friend, Gentle Tiger, yet again. All right, Tiger. Captain Bartholomew, you say? He was in the briefing room last I saw. I'll warn you, though. He seemed to be in an especially prickly mood. It just seemed the investigation's taking a toll on us all. The enrollment records? What business would you have with those, hmm? For all I know, you could be scheming with those treasonous friends of yours. And if you were Bartholomew? If it isn't the Mithril Skanks, to what do I owe the honor? I was simply offering your colleague a piece of honest advice. If he wishes to stay on the right side of the law, it would behoove him to stay away from the likes of you. Anyway, your request is futile and foolish. All records pertaining to your ignoble unit have been seized and locked away until the investigation's over. Not even my own loyal men are allowed access, let alone a couple of misfits deemed unfit for duty by virtue of their connection to the very incident they now poke their meddling noses into. Nothing short of the authorization from the disciplinary Captain Herbert could convince me otherwise. Don't despair. I'm sure he'd be simply thrilled to receive such a request on behalf of a pair of skinks as distinguished as you two. Well, there's a man who hasn't lost his knack for adding insult to injury. Still, we mustn't give in. Captain Herbert said he had business at Eldmin Necropolis, Eldame Macropolis. We can only hope he takes pity on our plight. You think that's gonna work? They think that's gonna work. They've been too long in a non-standard military unit. They really, really have. There it is. I knew the Necropolis was in there somewhere. Hammer looking for a good old red axe. Who should be somewhere in here. Hopefully he's not too deep into the Necropolis. There he is. Let's just see. Did I have in... I did clear out the Necropolis. Sometimes it's hard to know. Looks like the enemies have cleared out the path directly to him. Excellent. Monsieur Red Axe. Business with Captain Herbert, you say?
Visitors for me, Red Axe.
Captain Herbert!
You two skinks again. I told you to stay out of my sight till the renegade was with you.
Captain, we beg of you.
I'll be frank, I don't trust the three of you as far as I can throw you. But I believe in justice, and priority now is bringing in the deserter. Should he return and shed any light on the investigation, so much the better. Very well, I shall draft your authorization. Decurion, a wax seal if you would.
Of course, Captain. I should be right back. It should... My apologies. It seems we've exhausted our supply. We've a reserve stock in Bastock, but to return there would take ages. Unless, of course, the Goblin Ledvox at Vulcanal Inlet. She's always there in a pinch to fix us up with the goods we need. For a fee, of course. Last time I brought along a lump of beeswax and a jar of red textile dye. And she was happy to oblige.
You there, soldier! Call the vault now and procure the wax seal we need. That's an order. Nicholas, 5 moons. You'll tell me all you know of Zayd and Captain Clara. It seems the secrets behind their disappearances run deeper than any of us imagined.
And with that, that's why I got the 2 items in particular, was because it said we were going to need him. I think what's going to happen is we're going to finish up this quest and call it. Just because I know we won't have time for the final nation quest. Annoyingly. But such is the way of things. And that is... There it is. Helps if I choose the right macro. See, J6, so that's going to be... quite a bit farther over to the east. But pretty much in line with us. Pretty much, not quite, but pretty close. I'm honestly surprised the Mog tablets haven't reset yet. Because that's a server-wide manhunt for those. In fact, some months those don't get found at all. But you think after 23 years, they'd have all those locations figured out, but some months you just don't find them. Ah, there it is, the Colossal Gate. And there you are. We've had to deal with you before.
The Gigas worship the champions. Mimas is one of the strongest Gigas. Make it mad. He'll twist your head clean off.
Alright, we have to trade them to you. Fine, beeswax. And red textile dye.
What you bring to Lita today? A wax seal, you say? Don't tell me. It's for Red Axe, right? Big Lug can't do anything for himself. Sit tight, I'll whip one for ya. Let us wax a save a day. Keep your secrets sick, tucked safe away. Here you go. And you tell Red Axe this. Next time he sends someone to do his own dirty work, I'm charging double. Got it?
And away we go. And this kind of puts us, as I was saying earlier, roughly about halfway through the expansion. And we have... It is not, but halfway merely in the mission number? Kind of. Because there is one that is not... Right. Not that teleportation. You're not teleporter. This is the other teleporter. Because the one mission has, like, sub-objectives and some sub-missions. Granted, there's only one of them, but they are never fun when they pull that on us. Back we are to talk with Red Axe. Then it's back to Gentle Tiger. And then we'll see where we go from there. Hopefully Zaid isn't too hard to find in and of himself. Hopefully. Well, it looks like someone was been clearing out the necropolis because there's no enemies on the radar. That's different. People don't normally browse this half of the necropolis. Ah, no mistaking it. The sight, or stink of it. That's one of Letta's wax seals, all right. Go my next time, I shall charge double. Why that no good? It's just as well. I could use some fresh air for a change. Excellent work, soldier. Skeptical as I was, with these two have convinced me beyond doubt. The fugitive must be found at all costs, and would seem you're the best man for the job. Write up the authorization. Thank you for your trust, Captain. We're forever in your debt. I've no use for words, skinks. You can show your gratitude by tracking down your comrade and getting to the bottom of this whole mess. That's an order. Yes, sir. We've done it, Rachnios. 5 moons. Now to see what tantalizing secrets the archives hold. Let's return to the Republic with all speed. Zaid did seem awfully torn. But it also seemed as if Captain Clara was kind of internally not entirely in charge of what her body was doing. Which is why she made Zaid swear to remember his loyalties. It's almost as if she was like, kill me. I don't want to do this. Please, stop me. But Zaid and everyone else kind of misinterpreted and interrupted. Or it could be that President Preen is some type of replacement, although we've seen no evidence of that. We do know that the Lilith's people have been causing all manner of interference. Come on, Tiger. Load the cutscene, would you? Thank you. Oh, Rachnios. Nicholas just came running through here like a rabid fledermouse. Whatever you do, suppose has gotten into him. At any rate, going in. He should be right inside. Rachnios, 5 moons! You took the scenic route, did you? Forgive me, I couldn't bear to wait, so I took it upon myself to peruse the records on my own. Little to no surprise, it didn't take long to come across the most intriguing passage. So I found a clue? An entry dated 85-8, or roughly 6 years ago. It reads, in the vicinity of Horfang Keep in Butacene, Captain Clara Bester of the Mithril Musketeers captured and took into custody the Gulka War Cloud. Captured? What could this mean? What could Zaid have possibly done to call for his capture? Who was he? I'm afraid the report goes into no further detail. Still, to have been chased out into the far reaches of such a savage territory, it's clear enough he was up to no good. Wait, Horfang? Why does that name sound so familiar to me? Yes! Yes, of course! That was the site of the Gulkan Massacre! The Gulkan Massacre? Oh, you speak of the 13th! Have you heard the tale, Rachnios? It was some 7 years ago the 13th Regiment was dispatched to Butacene for a particularly perilous campaign against the Beastmen. But the 13th was no ordinary unit. It was comprised entirely of Gulka, you see. Some even say it was for this reason they were chosen for such a dangerous mission. It can't be denied how deep prejudices ran in those days. Unfortunately, the tale comes to a tragic end. Reports from the front say they fought dauntlessly against a foe that vastly outnumbered them. In the end, not a single brave soldier was to return. Nicholas, could there be some connection between Zaid's disappearance and the fate of the 13th? Stand, it's the only lead we got. Come, Vacnios, 5 moons. Let's make for Budicin. For Horfang. I too feel like we'll find the answers we need there. Let's be cautious. The glacier is not a forgiving place. We would know, as we've been there many a time as of late. Still, actually, as much as it pains me to say this, this here is a good point. A cliffhanger, if you would. A good cliffhanger point to end today's stream. Now, sadly, we're not going to get any more Final Fantasy XI story until next week. The normal Saturday stream, I've had to cancel because Saturday plans have interrupted it. And Sunday, what we used to do is I normally shift the Saturday stream to a Sunday stream, but given the new Monday streams, Sunday has to be for preparation for the week. There's just no way around that. So we're just short a stream. The next stream will be Friday, where we're going to play a demo. I don't remember what the demo was. How could I not remember what the demo was? Oh, what's the demo for Friday? Let's see. Thumbs. Demos. Demo 79. Crystalla. Oh, right. Yes. An action RPG. It looks to be interesting, to say the least. But, we'll see you all next time for Crystalla. For the demo for it, at least. Same time, 12:30 in the evening. Hopefully it runs. I have booted it. That's all. We'll find out. Because generally, if the demo runs on Linux, the main game will. So, take that as it will. We'll see you all next time. Till then, see you later.